Hi everyone, and welcome to Whiskey Pilgrim and to another whiskey review, where I will be covering all these. The Springbank's local barley series, yeah. All 5 of the first releases. Apparently there are gonna be maybe more releases, so who knows what they're gonna be. And there was a very old release as well, but I'm not gonna cover that one because I don't have the money to buy that one. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna review them, taste, nose, not do scores, because I not do that, but also give my thoughts on all of them and the series itself, so stay tuned. Yeah, here we have the 16-year-old local barley, the first one in the series. It is exactly as it said on the information. Here's the bottle. There you go. And this is how it looks like in the glass. Basically. I usually don't talk too much about color because in Springbank they don't do coloring and no shelf filtration. So you don't need to talk about that. Maybe one day they will. Let's hope they don't. So the nose. I wrote down some notes on these ones because it's going to be a long video if I don't do that. So what did I found on the nose on the 16-year-old local barley? Well, I found orange and apricot jam, cream and vanilla, sugar and sweet lemons. Also, the first time ever, I found this perfume, and that was like a lavender perfume. There's this barley oatmeal cookie bars as well. There's also this salty seaweed peat. The peat is where you can feel there's some kind of peat, but it's just way in the back. And the oak is very syrupy and like a dusty oak, basically. So let's get into the palate now. The palate. Cheerio. So the palate, sweet honey, light peat notes, and a lot of saltiness. Apricot jam or marmalade again. It is very citrus even and spicy heat, I would say. Light bitter dry oak as well. Plums and prunes as well. And the finish is salty and dry sweet prunes as well, I would say. Dry sweet prunes as well. So yeah, very interesting. So let's get into the next one. Yeah, and here we have the 11-year-old one. It's here. Yeah, it was the second release from the local barley series. If you want to look at the color again, I guess it's very important for people. So on the notes, I can get, when it comes to the nose, baked banana, vanilla cookie dough, and the first time ever, it smells a little bit like going into a flower shop. I don't know why, I just got that on the nose, apparently. There's also honey, I would like to say, marzipan, and a lot of citrus. Yeah, really nice nose, really nice nose. And now let's get into the palate. Cheers. Yeah, immediately just being attacked by this very citrusy and tropical fruit notes. There's again vanilla, cookie dough, slightly salty caramel as well. So the caramel is has a light salt to it, I would say. There's also this very light peat and ashiness. And of course, dry and spicy oak as well, I would like to say, because I didn't put that on the notes. But I would like to say that's very dry and spicy. Oh. On the finish, I would say very salty again, tropical syrupy sweet. And you have the a bit the dry oak again, the spiciness maybe. Really nice, really nice. So let's get into the next one now. So we're back again, yeah. With this time with the third release they did. This one, a 10-year-old whiskey they did. Let's see here, we can get a good look. There we go. They also, a little bit of the color, I guess. It's always important for some people. Even though I do have to say they don't do coloring and all that, so. But still, all of these do look quite the same, I should say. So, let's get into the nose. Sweet, like candy drops, cough drops. With peppermint. And citrus and honey. Also get this like this eggy like meringue, you would say. I don't know why, but I get this cinnamon and there's like a fruit with it that goes with it, but I'm still not really sure what it is. But I would either say apple or banana. For some reason, even though it's quite you can distinguish quite easily what it is, but you should. But that's what I get. There's also this vanilla buttery cookie dough again. Sawdust, I would like to say. Thank you, Antonio, for help on that smell and taste. Once again, and also again, you know, typical like autumn salt, seaweed, and light peat on the nose. So let's get into the palate now. I get hay, dry grass. This is very sweet citrus, honey notes, salt, seaweed. Let's say very light peat as well. Wrote, and definitely this very dry, syrupy oakiness to it. Some could argue that maybe it's like tobacco or leather. I'm not sure really if I would call it that, but still, it's okay. I'm still not sure if it's I would call it leather or tobacco, but yeah. Whoo, people. Woohoo. The finish is where like prunes and plums, raisins, dry bittersweet that comes with it. Yeah. Maybe some ginger as well. You could say I didn't put that on my notes, but ginger definitely as well. So that was the finish on that one. And we're gonna go into the next one right now. Yeah, here we have the 9-year-old local Barley. This is the 4th release they did. Let's see if we can get a good look at it. There we go. Sorry for the lightning, it's what it is. There's the color. So yeah, this is the youngest one of them, the 9-year-old. So let's get into the nose. On the nose you get a really creamy, buttery vanilla cookie dough. It's very herbal with the peppermint or mint and lemon palm. Definitely. Spicy new cut wood, I would also like to say. Cardamom. for some reason. I don't know why, but I get cardamom here. Also, this caramel sauce or fudge sauce from Latin America. I don't know if it's Argentina, but yeah. Dulce de leche. And a hint. I actually did write it down. For some reason of Earl Grey tea. Yeah, this first one ever here as well. So getting all these new flavor profiles is really nice. But I do get some kind of like tea going on with this one. So yeah. Let's get into the palate now. Cheers. There, immediately I can feel the ginger. Or ginger, yeah. Eggy, creamy vanilla ice cream. For some reason also I do get peach on this one. Peach. Salt. With the peatness, of course. The whole seaweed thing. Like in all of them. Basically, we're citrus driven as well. A lot of citrus. Spicy heat from the oak again, I would say. Really nice. And this finish, I would actually say it's quite salty, with a sour and dry, sweet, fruity syrup. Fruit syrup. You know when you buy canned like fruit cocktail and all that, you know the syrup they're in, the sauce or whatever I'll call it. They're in usually in the cans. That's what I get from it, but very dry and sour, and of course sweet, but you know with the tropical notes on it. So yeah, very interesting. So people, we're going into the last one right now. People, we are now back on the last one. Yeah, the last one so far. If they're not going to release anymore, who knows? So here we have the latest one in their edition of the local barley, the 10-year-old. Yeah, so they went all the way from 16, 11, 10, 9 to 10 again. Yeah, very interesting choices of age, but that's how it is. So let's get into the nose now. I would say sweet honey, hay, pear, apple, banana. Herbal and fresh with mint and citrus, I wrote. I get this again, you know, the vanilla buttery creamy cookie dough. For some reason, I always get that one. Yeah, and also the peat and the sea salt again, all that. So, not too much new, I guess. And now let's get into the palate. Cheers! So, what do we have here? Sugar sweet, peppermint, honey, lemon, tropical, salty, seaweed again. There is prunes, plums, raisins. They are dry, basically. If I wanna say anything, they're dry. There is also the whole finish. You know, it's very sweet vanilla. There's sawdust and very kind of like peaty, wet wood, if that makes any sense. On the finish. So that was that one, basically. My final thoughts on like this ups and downs is basically I really like what they're doing with all of these, basically. You know, with the whole collaboration with local farmers, as well as using different kind of barley types. Very interesting. Unfortunately, I'm not that good in this anyway, so or good in the way that I can actually pick out why they are tasty the way they do, except from the cask types they are using. Because usually I think the barley types used will give some kind of flavor profile as well. I'm not that you know, I'm still amateur in this. But I still like this. I like this whole idea of it, basically. I like there are different expressions of it, that I do like. But now I'm gonna get into what I think is a little bit the downside of this range, or these releases they've done. It's very expensive. All these, they are quite expensive, and I do know it is Springbank. It is a limited series they have done, and also since it's like locally produced, or it cannot be called ecological, or whatever it's called now in English. You know, that's a certificate basically to be eco environment friendly, because it can't really put that out on these ones. So it's like the closest thing they can do. Like with the green series they did before. Then that's one part, you know. So this is not going to be for everyone because of what it costs, basically. It is expensive to buy, so not everyone is going to buy these. Also, I would have liked to see more variations on the cask types on these ones. The 11-year-old is the only one that's just pure, basically bourbon cask. And I have to say this is my favorite of all of them. I understand that you like 30% sherry, 70% bourbon. This one has apparently 3% port in it, as well as the bourbon and the sherry. But it's just a little port, and I can't really say I can get any hint of what the port is in this one. Yeah, I would like to see more cask variations in this one. Maybe rums, because they do now apparently a lot of rums now because of the sherry. And I also like to see 100% sherry on these, 50-50 sherry and the bourbon and other types as well. I mean, there are so many other, you know, spirit-driven casks out there, so it would be very interesting if they have done one unique for each, because I get the feeling that these are all taste the same sometimes. Actually, and you can see that on my notes. I get the same things. So I would have liked to see more ones, more cask variations. Also, is this the last ones? Are these the last ones, basically? Because I heard rumors now they're going to do what's called a sixth release, apparently. I heard rumors, I don't know if that's true. Because in the beginning, when they released the first one, the 16-year-old, they just said they're going to release 5 altogether, and now you hear. I understand it's been quite a success and demand on these ones, and that's also one thing I need to talk about, is the secondary market on these. It's ridiculous, especially this one, the 16-year-old. Jesus Christ. Sorry for taking his name in vain, I'm not religious, but it is ridiculous how much money this one is on the secondary market. I understand it's the first one in the series, like Macallan #1. It's also very sought after, but you know, yeah, it's too bad, because that also takes away the pleasure in it, because most people are going to buy these, are going to buy them to stock up to sell in the years to come, because they want to make money. It is, of course, up to you if you want to do that, but there is just a number, or like a number released of each bottle. Still, it's 9,000 bottles each, basically, around that. But still, but if you want to buy them, please try them before, because you might not like these. They are very special in their own way. So, this is the last Campbeltown whiskey review on this month, basically. On the next one, I will be talking about, actually, about these again, but not drinking them. I will be talking about collecting whiskey, my thoughts on it, basically.